in the rough. Cinco Charlie, Bessie's Boy, and Chocolate Wildcat is gunned from the inside. Chocolate Wildcat looking for that lead, and now pokes ahead in front. On the far outside, Cinco Charlie, and mixing up in between those two, Bessie's Boy, and it's a torrid battle early on here. 6 lengths back to Nona's Boy, who runs along in 4th. Silver Hill 5th toward the inside. Then Mr. Z, followed by Big Trouble, 6 lengths back to Long Shot, Less Than Perfect. A bruising quarter mile of 21 3/5 seconds, a frenetic battle up front. The field rounding the far turn. Cinco Charlie, Bessie's Boy. There goes Nona's Boy. Nona's Boy on the move, and Big Trouble too. Moving toward the top of the stretch now. Bessie's Boy coming up empty as they come to the quarter pole. Cinco Charlie and Nona's Boy, and they're head-to-head for the lead. Mr. Z is just in behind them. Big Trouble on the outside. And a resilient Cinco Charlie down inside, and he's a brave racehorse here. Nona's Boy, here comes Mr. Z after them. Big Trouble on the outside, 4 from headlong into the final 100 yards. Here is Mr. Z, who emerges with the lead in the shadow of the wire. A surge from Big Trouble, too close to call. Did Big Trouble get up in that last stride to nose out Mr. Z? It's very close indeed. Close for third as well. Cinco Charlie and Nona's Boy.
What a finish here in the Grade 3 Sanford. Matty, it does look like Big Trouble gets up for the big victory.
Wow, and we were chatting during the race. Boy, did he, he gets up there, but Big Trouble had big trouble. The 4-horse, all sorts of problems. Mr. Z, the 5, steady, all sorts of problems, and Mr. Trouble kind of took advantage of that, going wide, turning for home. I mean, I know the track's playing quickly, but still, they went 21 3 the opening quarter. They went really, really fast. This is a brutal beat for the 5, Mr. Z, who has more problems in the lane. You can see Big Trouble kind of leaning on him a little bit, then Mr. Z trying to get out here. It's anyone's 4's race here at the 16th pole. Nona's Boy, Cinco Charlie to the inside. Mr. Z finally establishes control, only to get run down by Big Trouble on the wire to catch him and beat him by a head, 11-1 over 11-1 in the Grade 3 Sanford.
How about this? Big Trouble, Keeneland sales grad, $230,000 purchase. Mr. Z went through the sales ring in 2013 as well. And they finished 1-2 here, both at 11-1. Irad Ortiz Jr. riding the Keeneland sales grad winner here. Big Trouble to victory in the Grade 3 Sanford. And
I mean, the new hot sire is wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, with these 2-year-olds. I mean, they are winning left and right. They're winning first out. They're starting to win now 2-year-old stakes races. They're usually lightning quick. We've seen a lot of precocity from the offspring of Tiz Wonderful. It is an inquiry right now, and it kind of has to be with all of that bump, and they have to take a look here.
Unofficially 4-5-9-8, Big Trouble at 11-1. Your unofficial winner inquiry sign is posted into the stretch run, is what they are looking at. So we are able to get a look at the exact situation, and my guess would be probably that bumping when Mr. Z came out, but I'm not sure that's really any fault of the 4, to be completely honest with you. As we take a look, we'll try to get a look at the head-on for you in just a moment. It's really a case of the 5 coming out, not the 4 doing anything the other way.
I agree. I'd be surprised if they made a change here based on what Tom and I just saw with the in-house feed.
And you can see there, Irad Ortiz Jr. talking to Tony Dutrow. Now going to get on the phone with the stewards.
He's like, Tony, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. That's what I'm going to tell him. And there's what Tommy's talking about, the 5. You could see coming out, Mr. Z, Corey Lannery, if anything, coming out was kind of stuck in traffic and trying to bull his way through, actually initiated the minor contact with the 4, Big Trouble to the outside, who ends up winning anyways.
They don't even come close again near the wire at all. So that looks like what is the situation that is getting looked at, but it really looks like it was a case of the 5 coming out and causing the bumping more than the 4 doing.
The 4 might have come in a little bit in the beginning, but it was so minor, and the 5 is the one who came out and really made the contact with Big Trouble. So again, it's a Grade 3. It doesn't matter what kind of race it is. There is contact in a race like this. In the top 2 that make the contact, finish first and second, they're separated by a head. So of course they have to look at this and do their due diligence. But at least to the 2 of us here on the set, it would be very surprising if they made a change.
Yeah, it would be a total surprise here. Unofficially 4-5-9-8. Big Trouble with a big win here, a big effort. Mr. Z running so well in defeat as well. All that trouble on the far turn.
That's a
then
bad
trying to find some room, and then he looked like an absolute winner. It runs very well here. And then we should mention as well Cinco Charlie, who was involved in that fast early quarter, 21-3, 45 flat to the half, ends up finishing third, and all those boys going to finish fourth. This is all unofficial though. 4-5-9-8. The final time 110-3.
It's not bad
for today's Sanford.
That's not bad, and it looks like a couple of tough beats with the 2-year-old stakes races from Wayne Lucas. He was trying to win another Schuylerville yesterday. He had Take Charge Brandy, who took the lead, really battled well, and gave into the 1-5 favorite Fashion Alert inside the 16th pole. And then here with Mr. Z, bad trip, loses by a head, and no change. No change.
Big trouble with the victory in the Grade 3 Sanford. Irad Ortiz Jr. for Tony Dutrow for Team D. Congratulations, it has gone official. 4-5-9-8. We'll have the prices from the Grade 3 Sanford, and we'll talk late pick 4. How about this? $500,000 guaranteed late pick 4 from the Spa, all after this break.